Yo, what's up guys, BeatsbyHcien here. In case this is your first time, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to get that nice crisp vocals using only Waves plugin. So someone asked me to make this video on my Telegram channel, and this is for you. So you can use this vocal chain in your mixes. Like I said, only Waves plugin that I'm going to be using for this, and this is what we're going to be working on. That's the raw vocals, and this is what the mix sound like. Anything you want me go get that. I'ma give you loving and affection. And yeah, without wasting more time, let's dive into the video. So yeah, the first thing you want to do is to make sure you have a very nice recorded vocals, because you can perform magic with bad vocals. So take your time and have a good recorded vocals. Secondly, you can see I already went in and cleaned in my vocals, and this is just specifically for preference. Some artists want to still have that, while some just want it out. Like personally, I want it out. So when you've done those things, the first thing I want to have on my channel is a noise suppressor to take out a little bit of the background noise. And in my case, I'm using NS1 from Waves. Like I said, we're using the Waves plugin. And if you're watching this video, you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel, because that's what motivates me. And as you can see, for my NS1, I basically use 0 to 20, because the more you check this up, the more it sucks into the vocals, and we don't want that. And that is what I have here. And make sure you're always mixing to your beat. Don't mix on solo, because sometimes when you mix on solo and you play the beat, you just realize that it is not sounding well together. So the next thing I added was definitely a Waves tune, and yeah, I like to put everything highest. And make sure your tuning plugin is always in the key of the song. I can't say this enough. And this is what we have, because I'm in the E minor. I put this in E minor, baritone. Take this all low, and this is what we get. So you can see it's sounding really nice already. The next thing is Vox, and honestly, what I just use this to do is to just raise the volume, just dropping this comp knob, and this just does wonders. And you can also use this as a gate, but I don't use it for that. So yeah. Anything you want me go get that. I'ma give you loving and affection. So yeah, that's the power of having a good record. Just the three, you can see how it's already sounding really nice. The next I added was an F6 stereo EQ, and this is what I used to do a little bit of dynamic EQing in some of the frequencies that I didn't like. And as you can see, the first thing I did was to roll off to 110. And yeah, I'm using the 24. When you take this back, it gives it a lesser cut. So I needed a hard cut, and that was what I did. And for the 5, you can see I'm just using this as a dynamic EQ, and all I just do is pick in one of the knobs, frequency knobs, and click on solo, and then I can move the frequency right, left, and when you play it, so you can see the threshold. I bring it down a bit to the way it's going higher. I just bring it down, just like when you do it in a compressor, because the difference between a compressor and a dynamic EQ compressor is the overall vocals, and dynamic EQing is just frequencies. You're compressing frequencies. So after doing that, I brought the range to 2, and I did the same thing to this part, the band, the 3 band, and this is what that place sounds like. Anything you want me go get. See, I mean, it was sounding a little bit boxy to me, so I had to do a little bit of dynamic EQing, and that was what I just did for this. This is what we have. Anything you want me go get that. I'ma give you loving and affection. Saying we'll play together with the drums. Anything you want me go get that. I'ma give you loving and affection. I think I'm already liking what it sounded like, and then I added an hour compressor, and I already have a well-explained video about this. You can click this link and go watch about this. And I just brought down my threshold to -16. I'm using the 2 to 1, like I always advise for vocals, 2 to 1, 3 to 1. Makeup gain is just basically when you compress, you lose a little bit of volume. So if you're losing a 1 to 2 dB, you can add a little bit of makeup compensation for that 1 to 2 dB. That's what this. And you can see I'm using a little bit of a faster track and slow medium release, and this is what we have. Anything you want me go get that. I'ma give you loving and affection. And I like what that was sounding like. And the lesson I added was the CLA vocals. And I just leave it as it is. And I mostly use this as parallel compression. That is the compress knob itself. Sometimes I can take up the sub if I feel like it's giving me a little more lows that I don't want, or if I also feel like the treble is giving me too much of it. And in this case, I'm using the sub, I'm using the top and the spank in a compressor, and I brought it down to like 7.5, and this is what we have. Anything you want me go get that. Without it. Anything you want me go get that. With it. Anything you want me go get that. So as you can see, it brought out the volume up a bit, which is what I liked. And the next plugin is my Botch Vic stereo, and this is what I use to get that crispy vocals. If I want it to be more crispy, I will increase the air. If I want it to be less crispy, I will reduce the air. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Anything you want me go get that. So the more you go, the more air you give it. But and if I really feel like okay, the air is too much, I can bring it down like this. So we have less of it, but in this case, I brought it to this way. Took a little bit of the lows and adding some presence just so that they can hear more of what I'm saying. I'm gonna put this to 1.2, and after I've done that, the next thing I add is my SSL channel, and what I'm doing here is still cutting a little bit of the lows. I don't know why I did it, but it sounded nice to me. Add a little bit of the high, and the high mid frequency, I'm taking out a frequency at the 2.1. That is what I do. I just like using SSL because of the warm feel it gives the vocal. Anything you want me go get that. I'ma give you loving and affection. This is obviously going to be DSR, and we're using the DSR because it's waves we're working on. You see, without the DSR, you see this, it's so sharp. Listen again. It's so sharp, but with the DSR, reduces it a bit. And if you want to hear more of what you're doing, you can just click on the side chain. You can hear it clearer so that you can do it accurately, and yeah. Anything you want me go get that. After doing that, the next thing, I was already cool with what the vocal was sounding like, so I added a delay, H delay, because we're working only on waves. You can put this in a return bus or your send bus. I just like to put it on my channel, you know, bad habits, but yeah, it works for me. And I'm using the 1/4, and I put the mode on the BPM, so it's syncing to my DAW. And as you can see, the feedback is around 25. I brought the wet knob to like 8. With this, just the beats of the highs, like just the beats, and this is what we have. Anything you want me go get that. I'ma give you loving and affection. Hold you down on 69. Yeah, get me no fake compromise. Yeah, I say your loving is effective. Kill my heart like a first aid. After doing that, I added a H reverb. This is a very good reverb if you have waves. And what I'm just doing here, as you can see, I put the pre-delay to sync because I like what it sounded like, and I brought the reverb down, as you can see, a little bit of the tail. Then I came all the way to the EQ, cut the lows, cut a little bit of the high, just trying to make sure the reverb is sounding nice together with the vocals without interfering much. And I think that was basically what I did, and this is what we have. Anything you want me go get that. I'ma give you loving and affection. And if I like, I can bring it down. Let's bring in the instrument. If I like, I can bring it down. Anything you want me go get that. I'ma give you loving and affection. Hold you down on 69. Yeah, get me no fake compromise. Yeah, I say your loving is effective. Kill my heart like a first aid. I can't stress the fact that I want you. Girl, just want the way that you want to. So let's hear what it sounded like without the whole effect. And with the effect. Anything you want me go get that. I'ma give you loving and affection. Hold you down on 69. Yeah, get me no fake compromise. Yeah. And yeah, this was a song by Jailers featuring me. You can go stream it, link in the description. Just a quick video. Wanted to show you guys what my vocal chain would look like if I wanted to use waves. Sometimes, like I always do. And yeah, for the guy that requested for these, I would appreciate if you can comment below and let me know if this helps you a bit. And if you have any video requests, you can go to the Telegram channel, let me know. You can comment below, let me know anywhere you feel comfortable, and I'll make sure to go through the comments and try to make a video from you. I hope you've learned one or two things from this video, and we'll always see more times. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Remember to always stay productive. Peace.